Welcome back. Now we go to Ryan Sondercook for your 5-day weather forecast.
As we head into reading week, be prepared for some chilly temperatures, but first, be ready for some gusty conditions on your way home. Despite a chance of rain or flurries this morning, you can expect it to clear out for your trip home this afternoon, but be prepared for some windy conditions, with winds blowing west at 30 kilometers an hour, gusting as high as 50. For tomorrow, expect a chilly high of -5 with a chance of flurries in the afternoon. On Sunday, temperatures continue to drop with a high of -5 and a low of -14. On Monday, you'll get a bit of relief with sunny conditions and a high of -1. And finally on Tuesday, expect a high of -3 with some periods of snow. That's it for your 5-day forecast. Now back to the newsroom.
Thanks, Ryan. A meteor exploded in the sky over central Russia early this morning. The latest reports say more than 950 people were injured when a meteor sent fireballs crashing to Earth after it exploded in the sky. People on their way to work heard the explosion, saw a bright light, and then felt a shock wave. Fire blazed across the horizon, leaving a white trail in the sky that could be seen as far as 200 kilometers away. Car alarms went off, windows shattered, and cell phone networks were interrupted. The Russian Academy of Scientists say the meteor entered the Earth's atmosphere at 54,000 kilometers an hour and shattered about 30 to 50 kilometers above the ground.
And an asteroid is making the history books today as a record-close approach to Earth by an object of its size. But unlike the Russian meteor, this one will sail right by us. Asteroid's 2012 DA14 is its name, and it's about half the size of a football field in diameter. The asteroid is floating even closer than some satellites, just over 17,000 miles from Earth. That is actually 10 times closer than the orbit of the Moon. Not to worry though, experts say there's no chance it'll hit the Earth as it passes over the Indian Ocean, but they will study it to see what it's made of. Scientists say a collision between Earth and an object of this size is only expected to occur every 1,200 years.
Chrysler is recalling over 300,000 vehicles due to a few defects. The company is expanding a recall from last fall, which has them calling back pickup trucks and over 4,000 Dodge Vipers. The 2003 and 2004 Dodge Viper models are being recalled because of an airbag defect. Chrysler's pickup trucks with model years ranging from 2009 to 2012 are being recalled because a loose fastener may see the rear axle lock up and have the driver lose control.
And now Daniel Bazzelli has your sports update.
The OCAA Badminton Championships kick off today at Centennial College, and Humber is one of 9 schools participating. The Hawks are looking like the team to beat following a solid showing at the OCAA West Regionals 2 weeks ago, where the Hawks took first place in all but the women's team and women's singles categories. And both Humber's men's and women's basketball teams are in action this weekend for back-to-back home games. The Hawks are taking on St. Clair on Saturday before a meeting with Lambden on Sunday afternoon. The women's team is currently 10-5 on the year, but generally plays strong on home court, having only lost 1 game all season here at Humber. Meanwhile, the 11-6 men's team tends to play a little stronger on the road with a respectable record of 7-3. They are 4-3 on home court. In the NHL, there are 8 games scheduled tonight with 3 Canadian teams in action, including the Winnipeg Jets, who are hosting the Pittsburgh Penguins. The St. Louis Blues are in Calgary tonight taking on the Flames, and Dallas is paying a visit to the red-hot Vancouver Canucks, who have won 6 straight. Also, the Sharks are in Chicago tonight and will try to put an end to the Blackhawks' ridiculous winning streak. Chicago has only lost 3 games so far all season, and all of them have been in the shootout. The Leafs have the night off following last night's 3-1 loss to Carolina. The Leafs were blown away by the Hurricanes after some brutal play in their own end. Head coach Randy Carlyle was not impressed with his team's play.
It was one of our probably least inspiring performances that we've had in a while.
The Leafs will try to bounce back with a more inspiring performance against Ottawa tomorrow night at the ACC. The CFL free agency period is now underway after opening today at noon. The defending Grey Cup champion Toronto Argonauts have 2 key players from last year's roster, running back Chad Cackert and defensive end Ricky Foley, who will be testing free agency. The Argos re-signed general manager Jim Barker to a 2-year contract extension yesterday. Barker has said he wants both Cackert and Foley back on the team and has made offers to both players. And it's All-Star Weekend in the NBA. There are no Raptors on this year's All-Star roster, but there will still be some Toronto representation at this weekend's festivities in Houston. Toronto Raptors rookie Terrence Ross will be competing in the slam dunk competition on Saturday night. And for all you Jays fans, single game tickets went on sale today. That's it for sports. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Daniel. The birth of a tiger cub in San Francisco is being seen as a hope for the species. The cub, seen here with its mother, is of the rare Sumatran subspecies of tigers. Sumatran tigers are endangered and only 400 are left in the wild. 9-year-old mother Leanne and baby are being monitored via webcam in the San Francisco Zoo so they can bond. Zoo staff will not be able to announce the gender of the newborn until its first examination at least 2 weeks from now. The cub is the first tiger born at the San Francisco Zoo since 2008, when Leanne delivered a litter of 3 males. Those cubs were transferred to zoos across the United States. Before 2008, the zoo had not had a tiger birth in 30 years. That's all for Humber News today. Thanks for joining us. Humber News is written and produced by journalism students here at the North Campus. I'm Marco DeMeo.
And I'm Helen Surgener. You can also catch us on YouTube. We'll be off the air next week for Reading Week, but we'll see you on February 27th. We leave you now with Humber students' version of the Harlem Shake. Thanks for watching.
Harlem Shake.